Leo, you guys are being guided by the spider this week. So if you see any interesting spiders, this is your confirmation that something in this reading might be for you. Okay, so when a spider spirit comes up in a reading, it means that this week you are weaving the web of your dreams. Okay, so your actions this week are so important when it comes down to creating the bigger picture. So your dreams, your goals, your desired web of life. I guess that's what I want to call it. I'm almost seeing the web as almost like yeah, like your whole life. So it's interesting what they're trying to show me. I'm almost seeing a little bit like, I don't know why they're showing me things like the butterfly effect and all that kind of stuff. Like, I'm almost seeing like lines going everywhere, and your decisions are really important towards making certain lines connect or whatever. I don't know what they're talking about. However, what it does mean is that your actions are very important overall about creating your dream life. So this is a really good time to get clear on what it is that you want if you don't know already, and to start weaving that web. Okay, this is a really nice card that is a reminder that there's creativity everywhere. Make sure you're looking for it, and to also not just want to see the results, but also falling in love with the journey. Okay, is so important within this week as well. So whenever you find yourself getting agitated that you're not seeing results yet, calm down. They absolutely will come, especially if you believe it in that way. Start to relax a little bit and just do what you got to do, Leo, okay, to create what it is that you're desiring. Okay, so anyway, let's dive into the rest of your tarot, my angels. All right, let's see what's going on for you guys. For the gorgeous Leos, please, Spirit, let's get one card out. You have come to the edge. So Spirit is asking you this week to flirt a little bit more with life. Be more creative. All right. Do things that might be a little bit risky, things that are outside your comfort zone. This is an interesting card. I do love it. It always reminds me of the Fool card. So maybe you guys are deciding to take a different journey, especially with that spider energy. This really does feel like making very important and inspired action towards your dreams. So if it does require you to kind of go on a new journey or to bring something to life, then these are all great things that are aligned with that message. But I always say, if you notice whatever she's standing on here, so your situation currently is starting to crumble anyways. Maybe a lot of you feel like you have to take this journey anyway. You have to do something new because what you're doing currently may not really be aligned to you, or whatever it is that you're in. Okay, whatever this is represents your current situation. So they're wanting you to kind of follow that calling, all right, for a lot of you. Now, also when it's come to the edge, it's just kind of being a little bit, risky. Not in a bad way, but in a sense of like, screw it, like I'm just gonna go and do something that I'm afraid to do. But it's only a fear. It's almost like there's a little bit more of a flame coming through for you guys this week, which I like to see during a reading. Let's see what else comes up for you guys. Like, it's a lot more like flirtatious. All right, you have the heart chakra. So speaking of which, this is Archangel Raphael. Okay, so that could be important for you guys. But when the heart chakra comes up here, I feel like this is definitely something that you're working on. So maybe falling in love with life a little bit more, or maybe falling in love in general. Leo, let's see how it comes up for you guys by pulling out some more cards. But if you have been blocked in terms of your love and your feelings, these are all things that you will be unblocking or being called to unblock within this week. Okay, let's see what else for the lovely Leos. Despondent. A lot of people have been having that. That's fine. So maybe you've been feeling a little bit, I'm hearing lackluster. You got trickery here too. That is the heart chakra as well. So some of you have definitely been a bit of a victim. Like, these cards are connected. Okay, maybe you got caught in the crossroads. I'm specifically picking up on a message with somebody here who was in a connection with somebody, and you thought that they were single, and it turns out that they wasn't. It feels like you're in a little bit of a crossfire between some sort of trickery. Okay, that's what it feels like. Because what's funny about this, and I'll get into the other messages here. I say funny, it's not funny, but the fact that these cards are aligned is funny. Right, maybe not the best word. But the dragon here and the squirrel are both kind of tricking each other a little bit, okay? They're both trying to get what the other person has by kind of lying or twisting the truth a bit. And the victim in all of this is the big acorn, who's kind of being a part of the trickery. So I don't know if you guys are a little bit of in the middle. This could even be parents, for example. Like maybe you had parents who were a little bit out to get each other and you were a victim in all of that. Like there is something about you being stuck in a crossfire. It could even be between colleagues and a boss, for example. I don't know. There's just something going on that is not super, what's the word for it? It's not super legitimate or not super, what is the word? It's not super good. Okay, and it feels like you're a little bit stuck in the middle of that. Now, of course, I'm going to relate it to other things in just a second, but let's go to despondence first. So despondence is a reminder that if you want change, you must create change in your life, okay? Even if it's a small amount. And this does feel like that's where I come to the edge, is speaking about you might have to do something that's completely outside the comfort zone in order to have some sort of change. All right, this lady here is like, I'm not happy with my life. I want things to change. I want to do more. I want to be more. I want to have this. I want to have that. And the Mother Earth is ready. So the universe is ready for you to make those changes. But are you ready to make those changes? Because there are some steps that maybe you can do today, tomorrow, whenever, that might help you get to where it is you want to go. But why aren't we doing it, right? So, and it's normal. Despondence comes in with a little bit of like, we're feeling low, and when we're feeling low, we're feeling sluggish and like we don't want to do anything. And I don't know, maybe your dreams are a bit overwhelming at this time because it's like a low energy, like feeling, I get it. I'm a human being too. I completely get this despondence card. So for a lot of you, just start a small thing. All right. 1% better every single day is better than nothing. Okay. So just do one thing today that you've not done for a while that you've been meaning to do. And then tomorrow, that the rest is tomorrow's problem. Right. And then every single day, we're going to do something a little bit different. Okay. Do not underestimate small steps. They're better than none at all. Okay. So start with that, then move forward. Okay. Because again, every single action that you're taking is weaving the web. Like they were showing me all of the lines of the web here. It's so even if you just do one little thing here, it's still better than nothing. Do not give up on yourself and your dreams just because you're not feeling like it. All right. Address the heart space, because as we see here, we have the heart chakra, and both of these are heart chakra cards. So there could be something about maybe not feeling like you really enjoy or love the things that you're doing. Maybe that's something that's making you feel quite despondent or not very happy about what you've got, or about where you're going. Okay, so those might be things that maybe you can journal about, Google, watch some podcasts, I don't know, do anything that might pique your interest, get a little bit of a spark going, and it might make it easier for you to get the ball rolling a little bit here. So you do have trickery, which we'll speak about. So again, just be aware of anything going on this week. I'm gonna pull some tarot cards out to see what this is, but it may mean that somebody is not being super honest about what they're offering you. It does feel love related, okay, or to do with something that you might enjoy or love, because it's heart chakra. Then you have victim. So for a lot of you, you might be feeling quite despondent and low because maybe you have been tricked before, and that's stopping you from taking risks, especially in terms of love. I will say for a lot of you, this does feel like a love reading, but it can really relate to other things. You know, our heart space is not just for love with others, it's love with life, it's love with ourselves, it's love with where we're going. Okay, so everything to do with love is your heart space. So for a lot of you, maybe you were tricked in a career. You thought it was going to be something, you were promised big things, and they ended up not paying you, or whatever it is, like whatever it is. Okay, there's a little bit of trickery here and feeling like a victim in that. However, when we're focusing on growth mindset, not victim mindset, we're understanding that even if we do something, it's better than nothing. Okay, so let's carry on here, my lovely Leos. Let's see what else is coming up for you guys this week. What other messages does Spirit have for you? Hearing flowers are important. Feel free to be free. Free yourself and let go. You can be who you want to be. Express yourself. Trust. All right, being called to trust. And then you have lucky you. Oh, this is really interesting because lately, by the way, they've been coming up and aligning to the messages above. So I'm going to explain it to you a little bit. So let's do them individually. Then I'll try to connect them. Feel free to be free. We've already kind of spoken about it, so you guys can take some time to read this one. All right, this is coming up underneath. Sorry, guys. I was changing the camera angle and then I completely cut myself out. And do you believe me that I was just yapping for 5 minutes when it had been paused the entire time? So I'm going to edit these two together. I'm just trying to remember everything that I was just saying. So what we were just speaking about was that underneath despondence is the feel free to be free. And as I was saying, hopefully that you guys have already heard, that these do usually kind of align to each other during the readings, which has happened very recently, which I love. So underneath despondence is the feel free to be free. Free yourself and let go. You can be who you want to be. Express yourself. You do not need to sit in this despondent energy, okay? There are some things that you can do today that will help you, okay? That will help create the change that you're desiring, okay? But it does have to come from you first. So they're saying, free yourself, do one thing every single day, a little bit better than the last, okay? Even just a little bit better than the last, and you will start to see a lot of difference. As you can see with the spider energy, you're weaving the web, okay? Every single action that you're taking is going to change something about the destiny that you're having here. So a lot of you are really creating something big for your life. So feel free to be free. This says free yourself and let go. Whatever you've been holding on to could again be a past situation where things were, not fair, or somebody played a trick on you, or again, you were a victim in something here. They're saying express yourself, live the life you want to live. Don't be afraid to take a little bit of action here and create some kind of change. It doesn't have to be big change like the come to the edge card. That's like the full card to me. So it doesn't have to be a big major like change in your life. It could be like a mental state. It could be, okay, from now on I'm not going to speak to myself that way, or from now on I'm never going to accept anything less, and actually taking action on that. Whatever it is to you, there is something that you can do today that can initiate some kind of change, all right, and help get the ball rolling. The despondence card is a big reminder that momentum doesn't build itself. You have to build momentum for it to kind of then get the ball rolling. It's almost like I'm seeing kind of pushing a ball up a hill. It takes discipline. It takes a lot of strength and effort. But then after that, when you get to the top of the hill, it gets much easier for things to start rolling. So if you're trying to build routines, if you're trying to change things in your life, all of that does require some change from you, showing up for yourself and some sort of strength, which you're capable of. You are the strength card in a tarot deck. So no excuses, Leo. All right. Anyway, what we have here is trust under trickery, which I was saying, but you just never heard me, I don't think. That is an interesting combination, because you have been tricked in the past, whether it be, an opportunity that you thought was going to be really good, or a love situation. It's something that had your heart involved, all right? So something that maybe you did have some expectations for. There could have been some trickery involved, but this says, don't worry, everything is unfolding perfectly. The universe is taking care of it. Somebody's getting their karma. All right, Leo, that is completely going to be happening here. And I feel like maybe for you, that is a reward, because I'm just looking at the number 9, and 9s can be about rewards and also coming to the end of a journey. So, really being called to trust. Somebody may have broken that. All right, so it's really about rebuilding that again, but trusting in the universe if you're going to trust anything, or trusting in yourself. All right. Then underneath victim, we have lucky you, which is interesting. And one thing I was trying to say before was that spirit is almost trying to put a different spin on it, right? Instead of seeing yourself as a victim, trying to find a lesson or something that makes you stronger out of it. Like trying to find that silver lining is very important with this. Okay. Whether it is lucky you dodged a bullet, whether it's saying like lucky you got out of it early, or you got out of it quickly, or I don't know, they're saying like lucky you with that. Okay, this says luck is on your side. You are protected. Nothing can hold you back. So even if you have been through a difficult situation, both trust and lucky you are saying here, you can free yourself from the situation if you're still in it. You can remove this memory from yourself, from your heart space, all right? And do not let this define you, okay? It's really about taking a leap somewhere else, away from the situation. All right, my angels, let's dive into the rest of the tarot for you and see what's going on for the rest of the week. My lovely angels, for the gorgeous Leos, please, let's get some tarot cards out for them. High Priestess, you're really being called to step into your intuition here, really diving deep into what your intuition is trying to tell you, specifically when it comes down to people. Maybe you do have a little bit of suspicions around some people, and the trust could also be trust what your gut instinct is saying here about certain people or certain offers going on here. So the High Priestess being here not only is about your intuition, it's really about diving deep into the subconscious mind, what's going on behind the veils. So for a lot of you, there is maybe some rewiring that's needed, okay, to kind of remove certain events from your life. Maybe some forgiveness is needed or whatever, to kind of reprogram your mind. She also has all of the you guys could be very intuitive at this time and really practicing on your intuition, all that kind of great stuff, your spiritual gifts. But with the High Priestess as well, she has all the answers in this little scroll here that you can see, hopefully. So for a lot of you, maybe you know where you need to go. Maybe you know you have all the answers is what it's telling you here. Right, let's carry on for my gorgeous Leos. Okay, Star card on top of trickery, so it's healing from there. The Eight of Swords in the middle of this. So this is interesting. The Eight of Swords comes in when we're feeling mentally trapped in something, or we may feel trapped in a situation, but the mind is very important when this card comes in, because we might be kind of focusing a little bit too much on being helpless and stuck, and things are beyond your control. But if she just took that blindfold off, which usually in the cards she can, because her hands are not bounded. All right, there is something she can do in a situation here. And that is a reminder for you. You don't have to stay stuck in this energy, whether it's a mental energy of feeling a little bit in more of a victim mindset than an abundance. There are things that you can do today that will help you with that. If it's a situation, whatever your situation is, I'm going to speak generally about it because all of you are going through different things. So it's up to you how you're going to discern the messages that come through. But the Eight of Swords is saying, get out the mind, focus on the solutions here. Okay, there's something that you can do today to free yourself from whatever you're feeling, whatever is making you feel stagnant or stuck. So whether it's leaving somebody who is mistreating you, whatever it is, there is something that you can do. Okay, all right, my angels, let's see what else. You have the beautiful Star card, which is all about wish fulfillment and healing. All right, whatever this is, it's about reaching your goals, becoming more vulnerable. So again, maybe because it's coming on top of trickery again, I really do feel like there is some sort of wish fulfillment coming through with that, whether somebody's receiving that karma. I know it's not the card for that, but because remember I said that trust had the number 9, I was saying that it's almost like maybe that's your reward. But it's not coming from you. Let the universe handle it, like they said. The Star card is really about you focusing on yourself. When you're focusing on yourself and your dreams, weaving that web, you're absolutely going to see a lot of change in your life. Okay, so free yourself, focus on your goals here. All right, let's get 3 more. Thank you. 2 of Cups here. Some of you definitely, it's about to do with relationships. 3 of Cups, all about celebrations here. Love that. The Hanged Man with this. So you got a lot of major arcana cards here. So this is major energies. So we've already spoke about the High Priestess. Sorry, my hair just came onto the table. 3 of Cups is celebrating something. So whatever it is that you're doing this week, you could actually be celebrating some sort of achievement with that. The thing I love about this card too is it does kind of emphasize what the Spider Spirit was saying in the beginning of the video, where it's really about focusing on the journey and not just the goal. The 10 of Cups really is the ultimate Cups card that you want. But this one, I always say, this one does bring a smile to my face a lot of the time because they look like they're having so much fun. They've just begun. They only have 3 cups, but they're looking like they're having so much fun. So for a lot of you, do things within this week that will bring you happiness. Connect with friends, celebrate life, celebrate something that's going on here, whatever it is. Connect with others. It's a really good card for socializing, but it's just really good for celebrating the small wins in life. So there is something here that you will be celebrating. The 2 of Cups coming through is about your relationship. So there could be, again, some love relationships coming through. This could be calling for you to free yourself from past pains so that you can enjoy a really lovely romantic connection with somebody. Or for some of you, it could be the opposite and you're freeing yourself from a connection with somebody, a soulmate who could be a bit of a trickster. If you know somebody is already, a trickster, then of course that's what they're asking you to free yourself from. But for a lot of you, if the trickster is the past, then it's calling for you to free yourself from that and focus on new connections coming in. Okay, but both the 3 of Cups and the 2 of Cups do represent really good connections, or having fun times with people. Then you have the Hanged Man, which again is about a change of perspective. Like we were saying with Victim and Lucky You, it's about the silver lining here. It's how can you look at the situation differently this week so that you can kind of gain some form of enlightenment here. Maybe it has to do with your goals because it is directly underneath the Star card. All right, so maybe you're looking at your dreams and your goals differently. Okay, maybe you're looking at your situation differently, and how can this situation specifically help me get towards my dream or my goal? Whatever it is, the Hanged Man is putting himself upside down, or he's been stuck there by the universe, whatever his story is. But instead of squirming and focusing on the fact that he's stuck and feeling helpless, hopeless, he's observing and he's aware. He's looking at it from a very open mind. So that could be something that's important for you, and going, okay, why am I here upside down? What can I see whilst I'm here? He's very much open and observing. So this is important for you guys, especially when it comes down to kind of becoming a lot more aware, a lot more wiser through the situations that come through. Maybe that's just a lesson within itself. So that's interesting stuff, my angels. Looking at things differently, focusing a lot more on your goals and your healing, especially when it comes down to your heart space, freeing yourself from anything that's causing you to feel stuck and trapped, and connecting with others are all super important, and your intuition too. So that is what I have for you. I wish you guys all the best for the week. Make sure you guys come back and let me know how this resonates for you for the week ahead, and I will see you guys next time. All right.